Welcome back to Observing the Sabbath. I am your host, Nathaniel Molnar, and we are continuing our look through Black Sabbath's third studio album, Master of Reality, from 1971. We did Sweet Leaf, we did After Forever, we did Embryo, we did Children of the Grave, and now we're continuing on with the rest of the album. Today we're going to be doing, I'm going to be combining the instrumental Orchid along with Lord of this World, because Orchid's only like a minute and a half. So I might as well just kind of combine them. So we'll do that, and that will be the next part in our look at the album. So I'm excited. We're already about halfway through this album, and I'm excited to continue on with it. So without any further ado, let's just dive right into it. This is Orchid / Lord of this World. And now. Very, like, gentle and very soothing and nice, you know. I like it. It's very similar to another song that pops up a little bit later on this album called Solitude. This also reminds me of the instrumental from Volume 4, Laguna Sunrise, a little bit, although I prefer Laguna Sunrise. But this is just like a nice little break. You know, especially with how hard-hitting Children of the Grave is, to go from that, and especially the very end of Children of the Grave, where you have, like, it's the quieting of the Children of the Grave. To go from that right into this, it's a very interesting change of pace, but that's something that they do a lot on their albums, is they have, not even just between songs, but within songs, that constant change of pace. And I think they do a great job with it. Nice, gentle, little instrumental to take us right into this. Yes. Some of the best riffs of the album are in this song. Great opener, and then this is like one of the best riffs of the whole album, I think. There's a little added effect to Ozzy's voice here, different from the rest of the album. I'm not sure quite what it is, but it works. It sounds really good. It gives it a little bit more of like a haunting feel to it. And this is something I was talking about specifically with After Forever, was that there is, on this album in particular, there is a lot of Christian imagery and Christian themes and all that stuff on this album. I talked about it a lot with After Forever, how Black Sabbath, the album, you have more of the satanic stuff. With this album, with Master of Reality, you have more of the Christian stuff. And then from then on, specifically Volume 4, but other albums, you have more of the agnostic / atheistic views. It's interesting how it's kind of broken up that way, because you can't really get too much of a read on what Black Sabbath as people, the individuals, what they actually believe, because there's so much disparity and, you know, differentiation in terms of the themes of the songs and the albums as they go. But one thing I really like is, even when they get into the Christian themes and whatnot, it has more of an edge to it. Like, we were talking about this with After Forever, where it has like a harder edge to it. You know, you have lyrics that are saying, would you rather see the Pope on the end of a rope? Do you think he's a fool? You know, it has more of an edge to it, and Lord of this World definitely has more of like an antagonistic perspective to it, which I think is really interesting. I don't know if that more speaks to what their views are as a band or not, but I really like it in terms of the tone that they're going for. They really strike a good tone with these songs. You know, you're talking about Evil Possessor. It's just some great riffs. I kind of put this in with After Forever, in that it's one of those that I don't like actively seek out, but every time I listen to it, I think it's great. And I think that's just because the riffs are fantastic, it's got a good tone, it's got a good vibe to it and feel. I mean, when you're looking at like the top Sabbath songs, Lord of this World or After Forever, they're not going to be in that discussion of like a top 10 or 20 or something like that. But whenever they're on, they're the songs on the albums, and I feel like all their albums have this, where they have a couple of songs that are just good songs that kind of get you from one part of the album to the other. It's not necessarily that they are stand out in of themselves, or that they're meant to be anything other than just kind of the bridge between. And if you look at Volume 4, which we will be very shortly, you know, you have Tomorrow's Dream is one of those bridging songs. You know, it takes you from the beginning into the next part, and it's sort of just a simpler song, a couple of riffs just to kind of get you from one part to another. St. Vitus's Dance is similar to that. If you go into South Bloody Sabbath, you have Looking for Today is kind of like that. So you do see on a lot of their albums, you do see these songs that are a little simpler. They have a few riffs to them as opposed to the songs that have like a billion riffs to them. They have a few riffs. They kind of just get you from point A to point B on the album. They're not going to be the songs that you're going to actively listen to over and over and over again. They're not going to be the ones that, when the album came out, that they're going to be the hit singles that's on all the radio stations. They're the bridgers on the album. And that's not to say anything bad about them. It's just more that's kind of the function that they serve. And for that function, I really like them. Alright, so that's the end of the Lord of this World. So yeah, I think it's a good song. I enjoy it. It's good. Again, not one of those top Sabbath songs. I kind of lump it in with After Forever, where when I listen to it, I like it and I enjoy it, but it's not going to be a top song. So my question to you is, what do you think of Lord of this World? Do you agree with me about it? Sort of the nature of it being kind of a bridging song from one part of the album to the other? Or do you disagree and you think, no, Lord of this World is one of those top tier Sabbath songs to you and that you really like? I'd like to know. Leave all of your thoughts in the comment section below. Once again, I'm Nathaniel Molnar. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe for more content. Keep your eyes open. We have 2 more songs left on Master of Reality. We have Solitude and we have Into the Void. So keep your eyes open for those videos as we come to a conclusion on Master of Reality before we dive in to Volume 4. So until our next video, until we discuss Solitude, thanks for watching.